In order to fully understand Epithalon, we have to stop thinking about it as a peptide that only acts on the pineal gland. Studies show something much deeper. Epithalon helps recoordinate an entire immune aging network built around the pineal gland, the thymus, and bone marrow. Taking a deeper look into the immune aging system, each piece of that network has something different to offer our body. The pineal gland is the body's timing gland. The bone marrow is a factory that makes new immune cell precursors. And the thymus is a training ground where many of those cells mature into functional T cells. These are all incredibly important factors in our body. Unfortunately, as we age, all three pieces of this vital system begin to weaken at the same time. Pineal timing becomes less stable, the thymus shrinks and loses function, and the bone marrow balance changes. Not only this, but immune signaling also becomes flatter, weaker, and more disorganized. Saying that Epithalon only acts on the pineal gland is an understatement considering how it affects the whole immune aging network, which provides our whole body with the ability to stay healthy and fight off disease. This is why I think it is important to understand the full scope of what Epithalon actually affects. It is something more than a peptide acting on one organ. Studies support my claim that Epithalon helps to restore coordination across an entire neuroendocrine-immune axis. The first proof layer that supports my view on this matter relates to the thymus. A Khavinson school review on pineal peptides and thymus function during aging concluded that the pineal peptide, especially Epithalamin and Epithalon, had a stronger geroprotective effect on thymus involution than thymic peptides had on the pineal gland. The proposed mechanism was immunoendocrine corporation through activation of transcription of multiple proteins, meaning pineal peptides like Epithalon help to preserve thymus function as our systems age, even better than the thymic peptides did. The second set of evidence pertains to bone marrow. A later study looked at how melatonin and epithalamin change stromal precursor cells, granulocyte macrophage progenitors, and T cell subsets in the bone marrow of adult and old mice with intact thymus or after thymectomy. The author concluded that the pineal factors regulate bone marrow cell composition in an adaptive, thymus mediated way. This is a very important point. It means pineal signaling is not only affecting hormones or sleep timing, it appears to reach all the way into the marrow where the new immune cells are supplied. Once you put these two papers together, a deeper picture starts to form. The pineal gland may be influencing immune aging at two levels at once. It may be helping preserve the thymus, which trains T cells, and it may also be shaping the bone marrow environment that supplies immune cell precursors in the first place. Another aspect is the seasonal rhythm. One human clinical paper in elderly patients with chronic coronary disease showed that immune and endocrine seasonal rhythms had become inverted, flattened, or desynchronized. After repeated courses of epithalamin, rhythmic changes in the thymic factor and hydrocortisone were retained. Autumn T cell counts increased, and the clinical course was described as more benign. This matters because good immunity is not only about how many cells you have. Good immunity also depends on whether the immune timing and endocrine timing are still working together. In summary, the first half of my perspective on Epithalon is that it helps restore coordination not only in the pineal gland, but also the thymus and bone marrow as those systems age and helps them better work together.